If you're flying for the first time, one of the biggest questions people have is, what ID do I need at airport security? Before you can pass through the security checkpoint, officers will verify your identity and your boarding pass. In the United States, this process is handled by the Transportation Security Administration. Let's go over exactly what identification is accepted at the TSA checkpoint. For most domestic travelers, the most common form of identification is a state-issued driver's license. However, the license must meet the federal security standard known as Real ID. Real ID compliant licenses usually have a star symbol in the upper corner of the card. If your license is Real ID compliant, you can use it to fly on domestic flights within the United States. Another widely accepted form of identification is a U.S. passport. Passports are commonly used for international travel, but they are also valid for domestic flights. So even if you're flying within the country, your passport can always be used as identification at the security checkpoint. The TSA also accepts several other forms of identification, including U.S. passport cards, military ID cards, permanent resident cards, trusted traveler cards such as Global Entry, border crossing cards. These documents must be valid and unexpired when presented at the checkpoint. When you reach the front of the security line, a TSA officer will ask for two things: your identification, your boarding pass. The officer will verify your identity and confirm that you are cleared to continue through security screening. After that, you'll move on to the bag screening and body scanner area. If you arrive at the airport without identification, you may still be able to fly. However, TSA officers will need to complete an additional identity verification process. This may include answering questions about your identity and going through extra screening. You will also have to pay $45 on pay.gov, or you will not be allowed to fly. Because this process can take time, it's always best to bring proper identification with you. Before heading to the airport, make sure that your identification is valid and not expired. You bring the same name used on your airline ticket. Your ID meets Real ID requirements for domestic flights. Doing this will help ensure a smooth experience at the airport security checkpoint. Understanding what identification is accepted at airport security can make your travel day much easier. If you're flying for the first time, this is just one of many steps that become simple once you know what to expect. Subscribe to Never Flown Before for more guides that make airports and flying easy to understand.